Morning, folks. What is it? It's Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. I'm drawing a cartoon. Surprise, surprise. Um, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of cheat. Uh, I'm going to use it as a World of Cow cartoon as well, but at the moment, in its current form, hang on, it doesn't matter. Um, I'm doing it as a one banana short because I think it'll work in both formats really. Not that I have a shortage of Christmas cartoons for the world of Cow. I might have. No, I think I've got enough, but I thought it worked quite nicely as well with World of Cow. So I'm going to do it as two jokes. Well, it's one joke in two different kind of situations. Namely, the cows are going to be commenting on what's going on, and in one banana short, it's just going to be two snowmen. Uh, so, yeah, I don't know whether to do him happy or sad. I'll come back to that. And um, it's quite weird the way this one come about because I was writing a Christmas card for my brother, and I thought I'd do a little cartoon of a snowman. And when I was drawing the snowman, I did the head first. I thought, oh, hang on a minute, I haven't got enough room for the body. So I did this with it, and it just made me chuckle. So I thought, oh yeah, I can turn that into a cartoon. I can. So this is it really, but you'll see the gag quite early on, I should think. Yeah, used the blur tool accidentally. Look, it blurs things. It's quite good actually if you're wanting to blur things. But you can make the spread bigger, so you can do like vast areas. And it's quite a nice one. I like doing it as choosing one of these sort of airbrush like 300 and doing that, and it just really does some nice effects for you. Anyway, I'm just nipping and tucking with the eraser, and well, look, I mean, can you guess what this snowman is? Yeah, no, yeah. Well, anyway, I won't say. Not yet. I'll do it at the end. But it's quite a sort of silly joke. Right. So yeah, I'm just rubbing out the bit I don't want. I should have thought about that. It's a headless snowman. You see. Actually, the scarf does help sell that. Always ask yourself questions about how to make the gag as efficient as possible. Is it working or not? That sort of thing. Hopefully, it is working. And what sort of effect do you want? You got to kind of like, yeah, what do I want to kind of say here? Let's get serious. There we go. Do people use coal anymore? I doubt it. So yeah, is he facing the right way? I wonder. I'm just going to flip him. See, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of like him looking inwards. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. Oh, I don't think it makes a difference. I think it's, yeah, looking out is quite good. Yeah, okay. Alienation kind of thing. Yeah. I want to make this snowman. Yeah. I don't think it's possible. Yeah, of course it's possible. Have a little stick under there just to hold it up. Yeah. Okay. I'll try and work out the physics of it later. Yeah, I think this cartoon could be reproduced in the real world quite easily. So, on another level, I'm doing the guys that are kind of talking about it. I might. This. No. Yeah. No, I don't think it needs to be on another level, really. Not that bit, anyway. Yes, it does. Do it on another level. Stop asking about. Do it on another level. Complete other level. That's it. Okay, so I'm gonna have 2 levels to this, I think. And there are 2 snowmen looking on, like so. I reckon I could almost do a series of snowmen gags like World of Cow. I wonder actually, if there is a Icelandic version of World of Cow with snowmen. I reckon you could do that. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Have these snowmen characters doing stuff. Don't see why not. Not my astronauts I was talking about. I reckon I could probably do an astronaut series. Just thing is, you set yourself a sort of mental challenge, and I have chosen cows, and it just keeps you fresh. I think, it's a nice sort of challenge to set yourself, and hopefully, people have enjoyed the journey I've had trying to do these cow jokes and jokes in general. The amount of Christmas jokes I must have for One Banana Short, because it seems to be the only time I actually do them. But hey ho, I must have about 50, I should think. But they're just sort of Christmas jokes on their own, aren't they? Yes. Excuse my internal dialogue. There we go. I'm going to have a slurp of coffee. Excuse me. I hope you're all keeping well, anyway. For Christmas, nothing worse than being... Well, there is loads of things worse. But, having said that, there's nothing worse than being ill over Christmas. So, don't be ill over Christmas. You hear me? I'm feeling a bit ill. Ooh, I've come over all queasy. Right. Yeah, I don't know whether he should be happy. No, he shouldn't be happy. He should be like almost scared. Oh. Yeah. Hat on, hat off. I think arms up, because you can't really sort of open his mouth. There you go. So he's like, oh my god. What else can you use for arms? With a snowman. I can only think of sticks. Right. There we go. Right, so yeah, that's that background. I'm going to flatten it, and this one, hang on a minute, I'm going to do this one as well. I'm going to do some white, you will see, complete white, and do this, and then I'm going to do the black. I just noticed something. If I just remove that from the equation, yeah, hang on, yeah, because that would affect that. Let's just take you off, yeah, then come up to that level and remove it. Yes. And actually I need to, hang on a minute, just thinking, have got? That's not. That doesn't look. No, that's okay. That's right. It just looks a bit creamy white. Right. So yeah. So these two. Oops. These two are on separate levels. You see. Okay. And the reason I've done that is because I'm going to turn it into a World of Cow joke, but the foreground is going to be exactly the same. So it just allows me to manipulate it anyhow, any way I like in the background. So I'm just going to do the foreground for now. And as you can see, I've just put a little sort of shadow underneath the snowman. I'm going to use a slightly different blue for the actual snowman. I'm just working out where I need all my shadows. Like so. And yeah, I'll use something that's a bit bluer, like that. Less aqua. Oh, hang on, and him. There you go. I think I'll use the same blue for the guys in the background, so I'll just do that quickly now as well, before I forget. Sorry about the crap French accent. There we go. I don't know where that is coming from. And I'm using the lasso tool as a kind of well, like a stencil really. So there they are, all worried, and what I'll do is just put in a shadow there, just to kind of give a bit of distance between the foreground and the background. Right, back to the foreground. Yeah, it's a cod French accent, isn't it, when you do that sort of thing? Right. Yep. Nope. Yep. Nope. That's the one. And it's always nice to have little kind of patterns and details in things like this. So I'm just going to put in a little kind of pattern for the scarf, and then a shadow over that. Yeah, you see, and that just gives it a bit of kind of modelling and makes it look a little bit 3D. I don't want it to look like really super realistic, just so long as it kind of mimics reality enough to sell it as a three-dimensional object. I was saying to my wife, they've got the Large Hadron Collider. Is there a small Hadron Collider? Why do they feel the need to call it the Large Hadron Collider? And if they had another Hadron Collider and it's bigger, would they call it the bit larger Hadron Collider? I mean, I haven't heard. Well, I think there is a Hadron Collider in like California or some Texas or somewhere. But is that they're not quite as big as the Large Hadron Collider? You know, it just seems a bit strange that they've called it the Large Hadron Collider. Anyway, they're finding out that we're made, we're holograms and we're not actually here. Which, you know, as soon as they find that out, we cease to exist, I think. Which is something to look forward to. Puts 2012 in perspective. Yeah. Right. So I'm going now to do their little arms, and yeah, I mean it's a bit lazy, but you know, doing the same orange for their noses and their scarves. I'm going to do a red there. Oh yeah, and I think just to separate that from that, I mean, well, you know, separate the scarf from the nose. I'm just going to give it a little pattern, which again just gives a nice little bit of texture and detail to the whole affair, I think. And just a little shadow under the nosy pose. You know what? I've just realised I've been dreaming about driving, like driving home or what have you, and most of my dreams in my life have been about sort of travelling on public transport and getting home, which are kind of kid dreams, yeah? You know, you're not in control, someone else is bringing you home, or you know, you're sort of, they're kind of anxiety dreams about getting somewhere. And the other night I was dreaming about, you know, driving and oh, I've got to go this way and that way. And I think I've been dreaming that for a while, but I've only just realised that maybe, you know, that means I've kind of accepted I'm an adult. You know, and I'm in charge of my own destiny. Yeah. Or do you think I'm reading too much into it? I think I'm reading too much into it. But yeah, I thought, oh, hang on. Yeah, I was driving. It's already bad traffic in my dreams. Oh, I'm not sailing along. It's all like, oh, I've got to go here and here and but I was in control, so that must mean, you know, I've accepted in my subconscious that I'm a man. So, food for thought. So let me know about the Large Hadron Collider. Are there any other sizes? Because I want to know. Right. Okay. Well, that's kind of finished. I think. Oh no, it isn't. Don't be you idiot, you fool. Because that's not finished. It's winter. Sorry about the accent. People of France, don't invade. I know we've pissed you all off in the EU. We didn't veto anything. If we had vetoed it, it wouldn't have happened. They're still doing their thing, whatever it is. So I don't think we vetoed it. Anyway, I don't care. Yes, I do. I do care. Don't be daft. Of course you care. It has a profound effect on everyone in Europe and the world. Probably. It probably has an effect. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, it's got to snow. Of course. Jesus. That would get me thrown straight out of the Cartoonist Union, if there were one. But I don't think cartoonists can agree on anything, so I don't think there is one as such. Right. Yeah, it's snowing, okay? Happy now? Phew. There we go. And the joke is, oh my god! No, no, I don't know. I'm not really. I'm not religious, but I respect people who are. Kind of. What should he be saying? Oh my goodness! Oh, is that lettering? Oh, it's. I don't know why it defaults to that. I want to use. This is much friendlier. Oh my goodness! It's a snowman ghost. It's a snowman ghost! Oh my goodness! It's a snowman ghost. That's the joke. Ta-da! Hope you like it. I'll probably do another one a bit later on. Speak to you later. I'm signing off. Bye y'all.